like I mentioned in my previous videos, 2017 is the year for yoga for me, and in order to help me learn a little more about yoga, today I have with me Rimi, who's a trained yoga instructor and has been teaching in Pune for a while. And let me introduce Rimi to you.
Hello.
Hi Rimi. So tell them about where all you have learned yoga from.
Right, so I did my first training from the Shivananda ashram, which was Hatha Yoga. That's what I learned. That's the type of yoga I learned over there. After that, I went to Mysore and I practiced Ashtanga Yoga under Ajay Kumar sir. And today's sequence of what I have done is I've tried to incorporate these two styles together. So what we're going to be doing is a Vinyasa flow, which is great for weight loss. It helps in toning the body. And at the same time, it's a great practice that you can do on a daily life, which will help you stay grounded and keep you calm and centered at the same time.
Yay! So Vinyasa flow for weight loss and toning our body, and I can't wait to get started. Let's go.
Okay. So we will begin with Namaskar. Stand with your feet together, big toes touching each other, heels touching each other, thighs touching each other, hands to the side. Roll the shoulders back, lift the third articulation up. Look at eye level. Okay, now from here, inhale, lift the arms up all the way, stretch your arms up, exhaling, come down all the way, come into a forward fold. Try and touch your forehead to the roof if you can. Now inhale, look up, hold your breath and take the right leg back. Look up, look up.
Now retain the breath, take the other leg back and come into plank. From here, we will now go into Ashtanga Namaskar. Bring the knees down, bring the chest down between the hands. Inhale, push yourself up and look up. Into downward dog. Look at your navel in this position and try and bring your heels to the mat. If you're unable to do so, that's alright, but you should constantly be trying to get there. Now from here, bring your right leg forward between your hands. Take your hands up and stretch. Drop your left knee down and untuck your left toes. Look up and feel the stretch. Come down. Take the right leg back into a plank and bring the left leg forward. Stretch your arms up, open your chest, open your shoulders and try and look behind. Exhale, bring your hands down, leg back into plank, bring your knees down, Ashtanga Namaskar, look up and into downward dog. Now inhale, bring the right leg in front, this time outside your hands and not in between. Take your right hand on your knee and push. Try and bring the left thigh onto the mat so that you get a bigger stretch and you feel it more. So these are simple stretches that we are doing in order to warm our body up and prepare the body for the flow that is to follow soon. So take your right leg back. Bring the left leg forward outside the left hand on the knee, bring the right thigh down to the mat and stretch. So now take your left leg back and come into a plank position. From here we go into Ashtanga Namaskar and then into downward dog. From here, raise your right leg straight ahead, absolutely straight, toes pointed. Then bend your knee at a right angle and twist to the other side, to the left side. Feel the stretch, feel the twist, bring the leg back. Now raise the left leg straight out, behind you. Turn it at a right angle and then twist on the other side. So now come into a plank position, go down on your knees into Ashtanga Namaskar and then downward dog. From here, bring your right leg between your hands, left knee is down and twist with your left hand straight up. Exhale and bring the left hand down, right leg back, left leg comes in the front, right leg goes right on top, and stretch, stretch, stretch. Feel the stretch as if your shoulders are being stretched, opened up and elongated. Bring your hand back down, go back into a plank position, bring your knees down into Ashtang Namaskar, and then we go back into a downward dog. From here, you will now bend your right knee and then try and bring your right knee to your right tricep or your elbow. Take the leg back, bring the knee to your left tricep, take the leg back, and then bring the knee in between your arms and try and touch your nose. Change your legs, left knee to left elbow, back, left knee to left tricep, back, and then right in the middle as if touching your nose. Now this can be performed 2 or 3 or 4 times depending on your strength, but let me tell you, this was the hardest of them all. So come back into plank on your knees, Ashtang Namaskar, and then on to downward dog. Hold this position for a few seconds, feel the stretch and relax. Now bring your right leg in between your hands. The right leg is at a 90-degree angle and the left leg is absolutely straight. Make sure that your heels are aligned and are making one straight line. Now you will take your hands up, stretch and look up. Make sure that your hips are square, they are facing front, your torso is square facing front, and your thigh is making a right angle. The longer you hold this asana, the more your thighs are going to burn and strengthen. Change and take this warrior one pose onto your left leg with the left leg bent, right leg straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come at shoulder level and we will now hold the warrior 2 position. Come back up, change sides, bringing the bend on the right leg, hands at shoulder level, holding the warrior 2. Now bring your hands down, legs go back in plank position. We come down to do the Ashtang Namaskar, from which we go down to the downward dog. Now bring your right leg forward between the hands and stand up straight. We will now face sideways, both toes facing front. We will increase the distance between our feet slightly and then we will turn the right foot outwards. Hands along your shoulders and we will do the Trikonasana. It is important that your hips are facing the front and not tilting and twisting to the side. So go down. You can either hold or touch your ankle, or if you can go down further, touch the mat. As you can see, I can touch neither the mat nor my ankle and I am somewhere on my shin. The whole point is to keep the waist facing front. We will come back up, turn the toes, inhale, exhale and go down on the other side. Stretch your hands up. Now come back up. Turn the right foot out again. Increase the distance slightly if need be. We go into a right angle bend on the right side. Put the right hand down and stretch with the left hand. Come back up. Turn that foot in, left foot out, bend the left leg and go down. You can place your hand behind the right foot or in front, wherever you feel most comfortable. Stretch your right hand up and your gaze should be on your right thumb and feel the stretch. Your body should be making a straight line up to your thumb. Bring your arms up. Now extend the right leg out. Make a 90-degree angle with the right leg. We are now doing the revolved side angle pose. So 90-degree angle with the right leg. You will bring your left arm down like this and make a namaste. Look up. Your left leg should be down, left foot should be down. Come back up and do the same thing on the other side. So the left foot goes out, make a right angle with it, and then twist and do a namaste. Now slowly come back up, put your hands down and come back into a plank position. From here we go into our Ashtanga Namaskar and then downward dog. Feel the stretch in downward dog. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees down and sit in Vajrasana. So we're just taking a very quick break. You can place your hands on your knees and just breathe and relax. With this, we are pretty much done with our entire standing sequence. We will move on to our asanas in a seated position. So extend your legs out, straight in front. So your toes are pointing up and the foot is flexed. We will start with the Paschimottanasana. However, before we get into the Paschimottanasana, we are going to do another asana in order for our Paschimottanasana to become better. So we are going to fold one leg and take it inside. And then bend forward and try and touch our forehead to our knees. Let's hold this for 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take your hands back up and down. We will now change the legs. The other leg comes inside. Take your hands up. Inhale, exhale and go down. Forehead to the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back up. Bring both your legs stretched out in front of you. We will now take our hands up, elongate them and then bring them down. We will try and make a hook with our fingers and hold our big toe. In case you can go beyond that, you will hold the sole of your feet and bend down. Try and keep your knees straight, but in case you have a knee problem, it's alright to micro bend the knees. You can rest your elbow on the mat and come down. Try and come down further and further, closer to your knee. The whole point and what is important here is to keep your back straight and not round your back. In order to do that, look in front, straighten your back, hook your toes. Don't round the back like this. Keep your back straight, look in front, chin in front. It elongates the entire torso and then come down. Now very slowly come back up. Place your hands behind you, fingers pointing to the front. Point your toes out as well, fingers out as well, and then lift your body. Make a straight line, look back, stretch your neck, feel the stretch. Slowly come back down. We are now going into a half lotus position. So fold your right leg and place your right foot on your left thigh. Try and bring the knee to the mat. Now in this position, what is important is that your knee touches the mat. If the knee is not touching the mat, then you will not do the full asana. If your knee does touch the ground, then you can do the full asana just as Rimi is showing you. You will hold your right toe with the right hand from behind your back and bend down. But in case like me, your knee is not touching the mat, all you will do is raise your hands up, stretch and go down. You will just hold here in this position. This asana helps in cleansing and purifying all your internal organs. And with time, your knee will start to touch the mat as well. At least that's what Rimi promises. So now we come back up and change our leg. The other leg goes on the thigh. You can do the complete asana like Rimi if your knee touches the mat, or do the modified version like me. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Extend your legs in front. Now bend the right leg and place the right foot such that it is just touching the left thigh. Put your left hand on the right knee and you will bend. And try and touch your toe, hold your toe. In case like me you cannot do so, then you do the best you can. The objective is to keep your shoulders straight in one line. 3, 2, 1 and up. So this asana is extremely helpful in getting rid of the stubborn fat that accumulates around our waist, a big problem area for most of us. Now we will repeat the asana on the other side. So right hand on the left knee, left hand down, hold the toe and look up. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Back up. Extend your legs forward. We are now going into Maricha Asana, for which you will need to fold your right leg. Now this might seem a little complicated, but it really isn't and can also be modified if you can't do the asana. So you will take your right arm and you will fold the right arm around your right knee and take it behind so as to hold your left hand with it and then bend forward. Now in case you cannot do that, you will just wrap your right arm around your right knee and take it as close as possible to the left hand, the objective being to try and hold the wrist with your left hand. And then you will bend forward. Also make sure that your left leg is not rotated outwards. Turn it a little inwards and then bend down and try and touch your forehead to your knee. 3, 2, 1. Come back up slowly. Extend your right leg out in front. Fold your left leg and wrap your left arm around your left knee and try and hold your right wrist with it. Rotate your thigh inwards and then you will slowly bend forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back up. Extend your legs outward. Fold them both in now. We are now doing Baddha asana, for which we will try and bring our feet as close to our body as possible and then bend forward. Now this asana is especially very useful and very important for women. It opens up the groin area and it helps in easing out the delivery of a child. So very, very important, very essential to strengthen the groin region and to open it up. We are making a hook with our fingers, holding our big toe with it. Lengthen the back and then bend forward. The objective is to try and touch the floor and the mat, and you can see I am far, far away from that objective. But hold what you can and then slowly come up. From here, we will quickly come into boat pose or asana. This is great for the abs. Your legs are straight up at an angle and the back is off the mat as well. Hold this pose, feel it in the abs. Hold, hold, and then slowly come down, but not completely down. The back will still be off the mat and so will the feet. Just hold the pose at best as you can. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Come back up. Hold again. Very, very difficult, I know. Legs would be shivering, but just hold, hold, hold. We come back down. Hold this pose again. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. And we're done. For the last bit, we will work a little bit on the back before we end the series. So for this, we will lie down flat on the mat with our knees bent. We will, with our hands, hold our ankles and bring the ankles close to the body and then lift the body up. We will hold for a bit. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we come down. We do this again. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Now we move on to one of the toughest asanas, I think. For this asana, you will have your palms flat on the mat or on the floor with your fingers pointing downwards and your elbow will be pointing up. Maybe you should have a look at this, and then you will lift your entire body to make a rainbow shaped curve ideally, but when I do it, it looks more like a flat line.
And lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, and slowly come down. If I can't lift it, maybe that's all. So just lift your hips up first. Yes. So you just keep doing this much, and as you keep practicing it, you'll be able to lift your head up. So basically, it's not because you don't know how to swim, it's because of this tightness in the shoulders which we're unable to use them, which will eventually ease out.
asana. So lie down on your back, feet wide, palms facing up. Close your eyes, breathe and relax. Open your eyes, stretch your hands up, stretch your legs out. Now slowly turn to one side and then get up. Rub your palms together and place them on your eyes, and you should be feeling extremely rejuvenated and relaxed after this entire yoga series.
So I had an amazing time doing my Vinyasa flow with Rimi. I hope you guys had a great time. It made me realize how inflexible I am